when I was doing my research about you, I thought that I would find like a lot of like drama school, art school. No,
I wish.
it was actuarial sciences.
Imagine. I am a math lover. And I'm in my second year doing actuarial science, but I'm going on tour for 2 months. So I'd miss classes, I come back and I have to catch up. So another thing that I feel most African parents don't understand, but now it's changing, it really is changing, is that music is very stubborn. If you are given the gift of music, it has to come out. Like there's no other way. And that's why sometimes we'd be termed as rebellious or stubborn and everything, but it's something that we can't even control.
The band is no more. You now have to kind of settle with life kind of slowing down by force. Well, choice, but then also it has slowed down.
Yeah.
How do you keep your days filled, and how do you ensure that you don't end up feeling unmoored?
Well, we haven't broken up per se. It's a hiatus, and mostly for music. We have, I think, 6 to 7 companies together that are functioning every single day. That in itself still puts us together. Moving forward and advancing forward with the industry, collaboration is the most important. And music really is the melting pot of culture. It's like everything just comes together in music. If I have a collaboration with Bruce Melody, there's a way that those two cultures blend and everyone is happy. I always tell when I'm talking to any young musicians that a big part of our jump in our career was because we collaborated with people that were not from here.
Among the artists, the Rwandan artists, who do you think has the greatest chance to go big globally?
There's so many. Kivumbi, definitely. Bruce is amazing. This lady rapper, Mutoni, Angel, really great.
Really?
Yeah, love her stuff.
Do you think you can play anything on this very first African? Give us an African sound made by an African guitar. No.
Suzanna, I hope you're happy now. I see you flexing on the ground with your sponsor. Susanna, I hope you're happy now. I see you change your skin color and your hair is longer now. Nakuona Paris, hapo kando ya Champs-Elysees, ukitesa na kamini, none of my business. And I see you in London, silicone on your bumper, shaking what your doctor gave ya, on your worst behavior, Suzanna Bane. Hello.
We are in Nairobi. I'm Sunny Nayombia, host of the Long Form Podcast. My team and I are in East Africa's richest city to speak directly to the people who make the city tick. Welcome to the Nairobi Conversations, a meeting place for African conversations led by African voices.
This is the very, very best. I introduce the very, very next. Big deal, you know this is the big league. Unsanga mumihanda ya chigari mega big fish. Word on the street turakaze. Habari gani mumeze mte. Yutse shimi mana kuva honda muchiye. If you want the long form, come close mrabure.
Wait, what? The long form.
What did he say?
The long form.
What?
The long form.
The long form. Hello there. Greetings from Nairobi. My guest this week on the Long Form Podcast is Polycarp Otieno, also known as Fancy Fingers. Polycarp, a composer, songwriter, and guitarist, is 1/4 of the award-winning Kenyan supergroup, Sauti Sol. In this conversation, we learn what drove him into music and debate whether East Africans have a singular culture that binds them. We also discuss what's next for him now that Sauti Sol is no more. Before we jump into today's episode, I want to make a deal with you. About 69.5% of you who watched this very podcast haven't hit the subscribe button yet. So, here's the deal I want to make with you. If you hit that subscribe button today, I promise you that my team and I will keep making the show better and better in every single way. So, go ahead and hit that subscribe button today. And now, let's get into the show. Polycarp.
Yeah.
Muraho.
Muraho. Is that how you respond?
Absolutely. I know that you have some family from
Yes.
Burundi.
Yes, my wife is Burundian, yes.
Any words that you...
Not
are
so
you,
much,
are you speaking
to be honest.
Kirundi?
Oh gosh, I know it's embarrassing, but no, my Kirundi is not the best.
Yeah.
There's nowhere there. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So you said it right, Muraho.
Yes,
Just
Muraho.
it's
Muraho.
yeah.
Yes.
You
At
just
least
say
that I
Muraho.
know. That I know.
It's as much Swahili as I know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
today when I was coming here,
Yes.
you know, my Jambo is really good.
Yes.
I'm like, Jambo,
Yeah.
to the Uber drivers.
Yeah.
And what I don't think they understand is that that's all I have.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they'll set a whole conversation.
And Jambo is
I'm like-
very foreign, actually.
Oh,
Jambo is, we don't say Jambo to each other.
what do you say?
There's so many. Niaje, Mambo,
Ah,
Mambo VP. Yeah. So Jambo, when you say Jambo,
Yeah.
they'll immediately know,
I'm not
You're
from
new.
here.
and you don't know anything.
That's a fact. Big facts. I'd like to ask you. First of all, we're here in the studio.
Yes.
Very first time.
Yeah.
I never actually thought that a studio looked like this.
Okay.
It seems
It's world class.
it's very complex. Like, do you
Yes.
actually know what every single button
Of course.
does?
This is my job.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my job. I'm a producer. One of the many hats that I wear
Mm.
is production. So there's some like toys that I love to immerse myself in.
Because sometimes I wonder, is everything really needed?
Of course, it is. I mean, it's a good question actually. It's not that everything is really needed. You can do with minimum,
Mhm.
bare minimum, because now technology is advanced. You know, you can just have a laptop with a software inside and a microphone and a sound card, and that's it.
Yeah.
Bedroom studios are now rule the world.
Yeah.
But here, I mean, the quality is elevated. So there's a certain level of quality that you can only achieve with this kind of equipment.
Yeah, because I have a friend of mine. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's called Kivumbi King.
Yeah, Kivumbi, yeah, good friend.
Right. Yeah. So he invited me to my home. He actually did my theme song.
Okay, great.
Right, to the podcast.
Nice.
Yeah. So we actually did it in his home studio.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, when I came here, I was
Oh yeah.
taken aback. I'm like, goodness gracious.
Yeah, this is a world-class studio. So you can record live music there, you can record choirs, you can do all sorts of things here.
And did you guys ever do, your former band?
Yeah.
Did you guys ever produce music here?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, a lot.
What
Yeah.
songs?
Actually, the ones that we did here have not come out yet.
Abo.
But from my personal work, a lot of my music is produced here. Yeah. So my former album is from here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask some question, right? So I had maybe 2 years back, I had another artist on the podcast, Mike Kaihura,
Mm.
right?
Yeah, Mike, yeah.
Yeah, really talented
Yes.
Rwandan musician.
Yeah.
And we were talking about his life and how he entered music and his
Yeah.
love.
Mhm.
And one of the things that he had to deal with was his passion versus parental expectations of how his life would be.
Yeah.
So he had conflict
Yeah.
with his mom, who wanted him to do
Yeah.
computer science,
Yes.
right? And she really kind of tried to impose that on him until one day he just stood up and said, "Listen, Mom, if you want to if you want to have a computer scientist, you do it yourself.
Yeah. With all due respect.
With 100 due respect, but like he
Yeah.
was, he was agitated because he kept saying, I want to do this is my passion.
Yeah.
So African parents have this thing about them.
Yes.
They often try to force their art inclined
Yeah.
children to serious topics.
Yes.
Serious courses in university. My father, I always wanted to do journalism.
Yeah.
I wanted to go, but my dad said, there's no way in hell you're going to do journalism.
Mm-hmm.
Do law.
Mm-hmm.
And he really pushed me there, and I ended up doing law. So 5 years of my life, gave him his degree,
Mm-hmm.
have never practiced a day of my life.
Yeah.
Went straight back into the media.
Yeah.
I would like to ask, so when I was doing my research about you, I thought that I would find like a lot of like drama school, art school. No,
I wish.
it was actuarial sciences.
Imagine.
Now, for those who don't know what that is,
Yeah.
it's not actual science. It's
No.
actuarial
Actuarial
science. What does that mean?
Actual science is basically a lot of mathematics. It's really risk analysis. There's a lot of risk analysis there, and it's when I started it was a new course. I think I was the second group to do in this country. And honestly, I am a math lover. So math is or was my most favorite subject, and subject that I succeeded in the most. So when I looked at what I wanted to do, so I was kind of in between. So I'm really good in arts and music, and I'm also really good in math and sciences. And as you say, our parents would definitely push you towards this
The
other
science.
side, so I did it. I wasn't really forced, to be honest, to do it, but my attention was always on this other side. So I missed so many classes. We used to go on tour in the middle of semesters, and I would have to just disappear and tell my parents, "Yo, we are going on the road." And I'm in my second year doing actuarial science, but I'm going on tour for 2 months. So I'd miss classes. I come back and I have to catch up. So it was a public university, and there wasn't like a lot of like proper like the lecturers would not know if you're missing.
There were like what, 500 kids in the class?
No, actually, we were not many. We were not many. It was a campus of one of the big universities, and we're
Jomo
not many.
Kenyatta.
Yeah, Jomo Kenyatta. Yes, and we were not many. This is a Westlands campus, and we were, I think, in the class maybe 30 something.
And teachers would not know that
They would not.
disappeared.
So we'd go like. I'd go let's say during the holidays, we go on tour, and then into the semester, maybe 3 to 4 weeks into the semester, I'm not there. And I would have one of my best friends, she's called Joanne Kiari, at that time. Bless your soul, Joanne. So she used to get me all the notes, and I'd study sometimes when I'm on tour. So when I come back, at least I know what's happening and catch up and everything. And I did pass with honors still. But I literally was like, I want to finish so that I can fully concentrate on the music. And in the process, my parents saw that how successful that was becoming. And because I paid my school fees through music.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I paid my own school fees through music. As little as it was even at that time, it's like, yeah, I'm working on this side. So it's kind of like working and going and being in school. So I'm working, and that's my passion still, and money would go into school fees. So they were like, okay, at least that eases some pressure off of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they could see that the talent is there, and we're prospering. So eventually, when I said that, man, I can't continue, or I wouldn't want to be in an office job. It's just not my thing.
You don't see that ever happening?
No, not. It's too late. It's too late. And the thing is also another thing that I feel most African parents don't understand, but now it's changing. It really is changing. Is that music is very stubborn. If you are given the gift of music, it has to come out. Like there's no other way. And that's why sometimes we'd be termed as rebellious or stubborn and everything, but it's something that we can't even control, because where does music come from? In
I
fact,
don't know,
it's not a gift. We are vessels.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say, I had this conversation yesterday with some of my friends.
Mm.
I'm like, now to think about it, music is not a gift that you're given.
Mm.
It's a gift that comes through you for you to gift humanity.
Mm.
So you're actually the one who's gifting humanity, and you're a vessel that comes through you. And if you don't let it out, it's all within you. And I'm telling you, it is the most frustrating thing.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Before we continue, if you live in Kigali, what do you do to stay strong and healthy? Do you want to get fit without breaking the bank? If you are like me and the answer is a resounding yes, join Waka Fitness, Kigali's top fitness hub with expert-led workouts in a state-of-the-art facility, high-end equipment, and an unbeatable community vibe. And here's the best part. As a listener of this podcast, you get 20% off your membership. The thing is, this deal ends in August. So just hit the link in the description, www.waka.fitbase.rw/thelongform, or scan the QR code on your screen. Join Waka today. Get strong, feel good, and live life abundantly.
It's something that's hard to. So I'm a writer when
Yeah.
I beyond this,
Yeah.
and it's hard for me to explain to people just how easy it is for me to write,
Yes.
to get ideas and make them make sense in my head very quickly and put it
Put it
out.
out. Yeah.
And they're like, "How do you do this? How
Yeah.
do you do it so easy?" And to be honest, it
just flows.
my brain works that way.
Yeah.
I'd like to understand like the musician's brain.
Yeah.
Like, do you walk around with like tunes in your head?
Yeah. You do. And you do. It comes in different shapes, forms.
Is it like a tune? Is it a
Times.
beat? Is it a chord? Is
I
it...
don't even know. It's sometimes you can't even describe what it is, because music is almost an expression or an extension rather of who you are or what you're going through at any point in time. If you really tap into it. So if you're going through a heartbreak or whatever it is, or something just really major in your life, or you're really happy because something has happened, our way of expressing that is through music. So it's just, and some other times also you can, in your dreams, things just come to you and you wake up.
That's true.
Yeah, so many times of how I'm sure many musicians can relate. Wake up in the middle of the night and you take your voice recorder and you record something, and it's so crazy because sometimes in the morning when you listen to it, you're like, what was I singing?
No, I was
What is
literally, I had a joke, it was with my wife the other day.
Yeah.
I really had a song in my head. I was dreaming and it was a banger.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know, I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because it was like an out of body experience in my dream. Because
Yes.
I was like, I'm Sunny.
Yeah.
There's no reason why I should be thinking about music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And when I woke up, I just couldn't, because I remember thinking like, this is some really good R&B.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
is that how it works in your mind? But
Yeah.
then you have a gift of
Translating it now
translating.
and putting it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes also there's music that, because let's say we're creating right now, right? We're in studio as we are, and we're creating together, and I start playing something. If you think too hard, nothing really comes. If you just let it be, just let things be, that's when everything comes to you. So like you don't have control. It just I feel like it's something that if you learn how to tap into it, and not every musician actually, I feel, would know how to tap into it. But sometimes it just happens to you and occurs naturally, that you have no control, and it comes, and that's what you put out. It's like this came and you put it out. It's like, okay, where does music come from? Where do melodies come from? You don't really think of them. They come to you, and they come through you. So yeah, it's a very interesting. Music is very spiritual, also extremely spiritual.
So can it? You know what? The late great Kobe Bryant,
Yeah.
was known for shooting about 2,000 made shots every day, right? And his thing was like, I'm going to create so many reps that when it's game time,
Yeah.
it's an easy thing to me.
Yeah.
And obviously it worked for him.
Yes.
Does music work the same way, that
Practice.
practice,
Oh, yeah.
work,
Oh yeah.
and just a continuous reps?
Oh yeah.
Or is it more about, you're just walking, you're sleeping, and then something like comes up to you?
I mean, it's kind of both, but then every talent has to be worked on. It's in the Bible as well. The case where there's guys who are given 2 gifts and they're like, okay, this is it. I'll just stay with it. No, actually, it was the other way around. The ones who were given more didn't want to work on them, and the ones who were given less really worked. I hope I'm right. And don't come for me. But yeah, if you work if you really work on your gifts, now that we call them gifts that you're given, that is how you get better, and that's how you actually harness, and more comes to you in so many different ways. Like more you become so much better as you work on your craft, and you start even being so good at things that you did not think you would be good at, because you're putting in the work.
So like, what does that look like for you? Right? So the young artist,
Yeah.
when you talk about, I worked to get better,
Yeah.
what was that work?
Oh, a lot of work, my friend. Jeez. Growth for me is everything, and music is work, and music is business, as much as it's a gift. The famous phrase of it's 10% is talent and 90% is hard work is extremely true. So I'd say for myself, starting out, as a young kid, even because I can go progressively. As a young kid, you just know that you have something special, but you know that you can do something that other kids cannot do. And it's the same thing for other kids. They also can do something.
You always had it in you.
Always. How
did it manifest as a young person, like a young boy?
My love for music was so intense, and the small things that were happening. Let's say my dad would get like a big system in the house, and that for me was, my ears just became, I was like, whoa, what is this? The sonics, everything just sounds so amazing. Like, what is that? Like, I'd pay attention to very small details.
You're listening to the bass, different
at a small
things.
Yeah, at a young age.
And
already.
this is what? How old?
I'd say maybe 5 years old. And then now when I get to do music in school, I realize I'm better than everybody else, and I don't know why. It's just like, and it's my favorite subject. Up until it was scrapped, unfortunately, from the system. Now it's back. And even when it was scrapped, I'd find myself in church playing congas in church. When in school, my affinity towards anything musical was so powerful. Like, it just draws you that you can't even resist it. And now you realize that it's something special. So you're like, okay. So you grab whatever you need to grab. So I grabbed my first really instrument was a keyboard. And not even being taught by anyone. I just used to play by ear. So I listened to the radio, I pick up some stuff and play. I didn't have a teacher or anything like that. So even that by itself tells you have something special. So I keep working on it. And then I'm like, oh, okay, great. Then some music theory from primary school also really helped. And you keep working and you see the results. You're like, oh, so this is something that if you work on, you get better, and you realize yourself getting better. Even people around you are like, oh, wow, you sound great. This is nice. You're something special. And now that I picked it up as a career, you realize that there's so much work to be put in your craft, Now when I picked up the guitar, I just picked up the guitar after high school, actually. That's when I picked up the guitar, yes. After when I was, 19, 20 years old. And picked up the guitar, and when I started learning and just getting a lot of tutorials and going to jam with a lot of friends or just people that already at a higher level and wanting to get there, you have to work towards getting there. So you see, oh, there's another level. And then you get there and then you see there's another level. What do I need to do to get there? You need to put in the work. There's no other way. And there's work in music, but also there's work now on the other side, because music is business. So once you now switch your mind, you're like, oh, okay, so there's branding on this side, There's things that I need to educate myself when it comes to this music world. There's a way my mental has to be proper, you know. Then my physical has to be great, you know. If I'm showing up on stage performing for 2 hours, it's not a joke. You're jumping around and singing and playing. It's a whole workout. So I need to be fit as well. You know, I need to have a schedule and say, okay, in the morning I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go for workout. I'm gonna go for meetings like that, and practice and all of that. So it's like any other gift. Practice, you know, is what really brings the best out of you. So once you realize that, and then now you keep, as you harness your gift, more gifts actually come to you within that same realm, I'd say. So for instance, you're a guitarist and you start really playing really well. Then now you start songwriting. You're like, oh, okay, this is great. Okay. Then you start producing. And you're like, okay, now I see. You just keep putting in the work and things just come to you. All different kinds of talents that are kind of still associated with what you started with. And you
I'd like
keep
to ask you, do you have kids?
one kid. Yeah.
Daughter,
4.5.
son? 4.5.
Yeah,
Oh,
son.
that's literally my son's age as well.
Okay.
When was he born?
September 5th.
Wow. Mine was born August 28th,
Okay.
2020.
Okay,
It's a
yeah,
COVID
same.
baby.
Yeah, COVID baby. Yeah.
I like
so
to-
like a few days apart.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask you, you know, when you're talking about, you know, how at a young age you were able to like kind of like have that as parents, because now we're now talking as two parents here. How do you identify that your kid has that talent in them?
Yeah.
And then how do you nurture it?
Great question. Yeah, I think you identify by exposing them first to everything possible, because kids pick up things, and once they pick up, they'll try everything, because they're eager to learn. It's in their nature. You know, you cannot. If you put a kid here, if you come back after 1 week, they would find ways to just, you know,
To ruin everything.
to ruin everything. But that's the way they learn. So for me, the exposure is everything, which I feel now new age parents are really doing that. You'd find a kid is going for basketball practice, going for football, has music classes, all of that. I didn't have that growing up.
No.
You know, and most of us did not. Our age group didn't have that. And that is how I think you can see, first of all, what he is really, or he or she is really interested in, because that has to be something, because the interest means that it's something that they feel a certain affinity to, and probably they have the gift. That's why they are drawn towards that direction. For instance, now my son, many people ask me if my son is in music and does music, and I'd say for him it's so normal because that's what he's around. So it's not anything special for him. So it's very normal for him to see guitars in the house, to hear me producing, to hear, you know, his uncles are all these big stars. So it's so normal to him. But now he really loves basketball and football. And he's so
sportsman.
passionate. Yeah, he's a sportsman. So he's really passionate about it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to take you in that direction. That's what you want. That's what you love. Take you in there. And you never know. And maybe 3 years later, he'd be like, I don't want that.
I mean, they're 4.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
they're still growing their personalities.
Yes.
My son is in love with Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, my son too.
What's that
Crazy.
about?
I don't know. It's a phenomenon, to be honest.
Spider-Man.
Because for me, Spider-Man disappeared from my, you know, my scene, I'd say, many years ago. And now having a child, even as soon as yesterday, he was asking for, it's like his birthday. He's counting down to his birthday already.
Yeah.
Like it's 3 months from now.
Yeah.
I want a Spider-Man suit with the full mask
Oh my
and
goodness.
webs.
Now you see, literally, it's this. I don't know where you'll get those webs from.
Yeah. I mean,
You can get the shoes.
Yeah.
I was very excited. I was walking through one of the biggest malls, Two Rivers Mall,
Yes,
and I saw Spider-Man shoes, and I said,
we're gonna
"Aha."
get them. Yeah.
So I quickly asked his mom what his shoe size were.
Yeah. Because they're always growing.
Right?
Every month.
They're literally like bean sprouts.
Yeah. Yeah. But kids are amazing to see how I think for me now,
Mm.
having a child,
Mm.
I can really see how development is so beautiful,
Mm.
and how they can pick up something and see them slowly get just good at it and practice. And you have to also tell them that practice is what you need to do.
Mm.
It just doesn't come just like that. Yes, you
Mm.
have the gift, you have the interest, but you need to practice.
Mm.
It's like today my son was bouncing the ball in the house. I was like, if you bounce to 100,
Mm.
I will give you something.
Mm.
And he was very serious and was like there.
Did
like,
he get it?
on it? He did.
What
Bounced
did he
all the
get?
way to 100. A lollipop.
They'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
Mhm.
Do you see yourself getting more kids?
Yeah, I'd love to, honestly.
Mm.
I love kids. I love being around kids. I love seeing them grow. I love seeing progress. I love nurturing. So definitely, yeah.
What's the best part of being a dad?
Oh, is there even one part? It's everything about it, to be honest. I don't think there's a best part. Being a dad changes every fiber in you. Like everything switches, especially if you're very intentional with how you want to go about it. You discover a lot of good and bad things about yourself. It really brings out the you that sometimes you didn't know was there. And it's just, man, I don't know. It's something so, it's unexplainable to just that feeling. If you're not a dad, it's very hard to tell someone how that feels and what it does to you. But it changes you. It definitely makes you a better person, I feel. Especially if you're intentional. Like you extend more grace to people. You love better. It just makes you a much better person, I feel.
No,
than
it
you
made
originally
me. It has made me personally, because I'm very emotionally closed.
were. Yes. It opens you up proper.
No, the other day I remember. Listen, the other day I was thinking. I have two boys. One's 1.5,
Okay.
and I was literally driving, and I thought about him smiling and being happy, and I started tearing up.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, oh my God, this is so beautiful.
Yeah. It is.
And I was like, what's wrong with
What's wrong
happening
with
to
you?
me?
Why am I crying? Wake up. Yeah.
No, it's do you feel like, because one of the things is that, we know how we were raised. I don't know if it's the same with you. I was raised, the African way.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Do you ever bring that Africanness to the way you raise your kids today? Or are you kind of saying, you know what, that was for that time, and there's a new way that I want to engage with my children?
Of course, I feel you definitely need to find a balance that works for you and your homestead, because traditional way of raising,
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
yeah, exactly. And traditional ways of raising kids, like everything, has good and bad. Like everything, modern ways, there's good and bad. So you can't just say I'm gonna do everything that is currently being done modern way. It just curates something that is unique to your household and works for your household and how you feel. Because there's no book that would tell you how to raise a child. There's no guidebook in this thing. Every day is different, and as they grow, they come with so many different ways of really how do I put it, of really pushing you either to
those
the wall,
boundaries.
pushing boundaries and everything, and bringing the best out of you and the worst out of you. So every time something is new, and you don't know how to handle it, from your 1 year old and your 4 year old, I'm sure it's very different, completely different.
The 1 year old literally wants to kill himself every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
You say he's a boy. The boy.
Boy.
Yeah.
He sees his brother,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh my goodness.
And especially if the young one, because they see the older one and
Doing
they
things.
want to do that, but they can't. They can't possibly do it physically or whatever it is. So they want to jump from here to down, and they're gonna gonna hurt themselves. Yeah. So kids are just wonderful, to be honest. It's a challenge that is so welcome to me. I absolutely love it, and every day is a new challenge, to be honest. Every single day is a new challenge, and just kind of really molds you to really work on yourself, whether you like it or not. Yeah.
Earlier this year, I had a conversation with a person who then became my friend. His name is Josh Doxson,
Yeah.
former NFL wide receiver. So he was, we were actually able to do a podcast together.
Yeah.
And he was talking about life after the NFL and how, you know, the game pretty much left him when he wasn't ready to leave the game. And he,
that's sad.
because of injuries,
Yes,
like he
yes,
just,
yes, yes.
it's a very violent sport.
Yeah.
And the worst thing for him was the time when he retired and realized that he's not going to go and practice, because that was his life, right? So from college, from high school,
Yeah, that's
he
all he
was a
knew.
football player.
Yeah.
So he went to college, he went to the NFL. That's what his world was. And the hardest thing for him was, now what? I'd like to ask you, you've been touring for the vast majority of your adult
Yeah.
life.
Yeah. All
Like
my
just
adult life.
all your, yeah,
Okay.
all, right? So just constantly on the go,
Yeah.
action. You can actually, on one side, I think it must be really harsh, but then it eventually probably can get slightly addictive, almost.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
I'm constantly on the go.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Now life, the band is no more. You now have to kind of settle.
Yeah.
In professional sports, that's when a lot of divorces happen.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, the husband's home
Yeah.
and the wife has been home all these years.
Yeah.
The kids don't know you.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to
Yeah.
figure out your life.
Yeah.
And you realize, your wife realizes that I don't really want him here. And
Yeah.
the athlete realizes, oh my goodness, these kids are annoying.
Like this is what you deal with every day.
Oh my days.
How?
I don't want to be here. And there's lots of divorces.
Yeah.
Now I'd be interested in knowing from your own experience, would life kind of slowing down by force? Well, choice, but then also it has slowed down.
Yeah.
How do you keep your days filled, and how do you ensure that you don't end up feeling unmoored?
So on the contrary, actually, life has not slowed down. It is the complete opposite. Music and I say sports is a bit different, because it's not that things have stopped. Nothing has stopped. In fact, it's literally, you are going on this road together, and then you now get to go to different roads. Now you're still moving. You've not stopped.
You're not resting.
There's no rest. In fact, you need to actually put in
Accelerate.
4 times the work.
Jesus.
Because the road was straight, and now you're taking what is it called in mathematics, hypotenuse. You're not going, in length and width. You're not going this way, and trying to get almost to the kind of, I'd say maybe same destination. It's not the same destination, but just thinking of it like that was the case. And the road is probably just different. It's not the same. You don't see the same scenery. You don't meet the same people. But you still carry what people know you for. Which is a band. Again, another difference is it's not like NFL where we have injuries and you're done and the game comes out of you. So for me, it's been sort of it's a huge transition for all 4 of us. Huge. But we take it with so much stride because it's growth. Because also we've not known any other life
Other than the band.
Other than the band. So when it happens, it is tough. And we speak about it with each other every other time. We check on each other and just see, how are you doing? How's everything faring on? You're great? Cool. And for us, it's this we haven't broken up per se. It's a hiatus, and mostly for music. We have, I think, 6 to 7 companies together that are functioning every single day. That in itself still puts us together.
What are the companies? I'm just curious.
We have a record label.
What's it called?
Soul Generation Records.
Okay.
We have festival, Soul Fest, the biggest festival in this country, Soul Fest. We have publishing company, Soul Generation Publishing. We have kids content, Soul Kids. We have a development program that we do every year called Press Play. Those are 5. We have an e-commerce for creatives called Hustle Sasa. That's 6. There's one more missing.
Is there a Sacco?
No Sacco.
A Soul Bank?
It's coming. It is coming. So you see, there's so much that it's literally going to just another level in a way. And that makes it even more intense, and on top of that, you're also discovering yourself. You've always thought as 4. You've always moved as 4, and it was beautiful. But now it is you. Think of yourself. What's your brand? You need to build a brand. It's like you're building your brand from scratch, but still with a huge backing of this band that is legendary that you've all been part of. So it's honestly, I love challenges. So it's something that's so beautiful. It really shaped me to be the person that I am today. And I absolutely love it. And getting into different ventures in a way, because also in a band, as much as you are aligned and have the same goals and targets, we're also, at the end of the day, we are individuals. So if you like, I like chapati, you don't like chapati, I'm not going to force you to like chapati, Then maybe I start my own chapati company and you start something else. And that has to have mutual respect that we are different people. And that's why we even made the decision to go separate ways for now, is we need to really grow as individuals such that when we come back to do the music, because everything else is functioning very well. So once we come back to do the music, everybody just really, really knows who exactly they are. So it's a very different journey from an example like your good friend from the NFL. Yeah.
How have you evolved since? Because you're talking about change.
Yeah.
I've changed. I've
Yes.
evolved.
Yes.
Who were you before, and who are you now?
Before, I was, of course, a part member of the band and very focused on what my role is in the band, because each one of us kind of has a role in the band. So if you have someone who's great at songwriting, then usually they just pick up that role. Someone who's great at production and composing, they pick up that role. Someone who's great, and that's just in the music side. Business side also, everyone has their own strengths and picks up that role. But now when you're one person, you have to put all these 4 in one.
So songwriting,
everything. Yeah, of course, we always
Producing.
still help each other. Everyone has their own way, because now you, as I said before, music is an extension of who you are. So Sauti Sol was an extension of what the collective is. I always say Sauti Sol in itself. There's 4 of us, but there's a 5th that is Sauti Sol. That has its own identity, and it's a collection of these 4 people, and it has its own soul, literally. And there's a way that it shapes itself. It's a human in itself. Now when you go separate ways, then as you discover yourself, who am I really in music? How do I want to be seen out there? What's my brand as me? What values do I carry? Because in bands also you have to compromise some things. You have to compromise. There's no other way. You have to compromise, because it's like, as I said, we're having dinner and you don't like this food, I like this food. Then we'll find something that works for the 2 of us, and so that we can both, benefit from it. So the evolution individually, yeah, for me it has been quite the journey, and for all of us. So I really wanted to know what values do I really carry, what are my life principles, how would I want to be seen out there.
So tell me, what are your life principles? How do you want to be seen?
Honestly, I'm still it's in progress. It's always in progress because it's something that we haven't done we've never done. So for me, our first projects that we did as individuals, I think really shaped kind of, because that was the beginning. So for me, being in a space where I had my son and was really keen on fatherhood and just trying to see how best can I, because I really loved it so much. Even from the beginning, I was like, this is something that is so amazing.
It's the best.
It's the best. So how do I put this out in a way that can inspire, younger men to really be as present, especially now in the modern world, as present as possible with their kids, because we have such a big role in the development of our kids, especially in the
especially boys,
early stage, and especially boys as men, yes, and girls too. I mean, it's different. I think it's in different ways, of course, but yes, but you're right, especially men, because the boys look up to their dads. They just, anything you do, they pick up.
Yeah.
Anything, good, bad, ugly, anything you do. So for me, I was very intentional with that, and that my first project was in that direction of really wanting to just portray fatherhood in a very positive way, especially African fatherhood, because that's all that I know.
Yes.
I don't know.
I mean,
any
we're
other culture.
Africans.
And we're Africans, yeah. So just looking at how I grew up and the environment around me and stories around me, and just knowing how important it is for what my impact is and my presence there. So yeah, that has been something that has really been a big factor in me. And number two, also knowing what my strengths are and using that to really bring out who I am. I'm a great composer, I'm a great guitarist, I'm a great songwriter. So like those are things that I would want to really focus on and take that direction. Because sometimes it's very hard to get yourself off something that you have been and it's your identity and try and find another identity that is you.
Like you were the guitarist.
Yeah, so take that with stride, and that is who you are. You're a producer, take it with stride, that is who you are. So how do I bring that out and still really make a big impact in that solo journey? Yeah, what else? Another thing also is, for me, I really want to have this huge passion, and I'd say now it's become a responsibility to really want to advance our industry and where it is right now, and just take it to the next level. And this is all from the things we've done as Sauti Sol and breaking barriers and everything. And now as an individual, it's like, what impact can I make as myself in this industry? Something that's legendary, something that people would look back and be like, oh, this changed everything in this industry. This is what took us this way. Yeah. And I mean, there's so many things, some that are work in progress, some that have come into fruition, like this guy behind me here.
It's a green guitar.
Yeah. So this has been a dream that I've had for the longest time, and it was kind of held hostage, I'd say, in a way, because being in a band, you can't fully explore that side of you.
So what is, I mean, it's a guitar. Is there anything special about it?
Everything is special about it.
Share with us.
Everything. So this is the first brand of guitars off of the continent, and it's very premium.
First, what do you mean?
First brand. So there isn't music brands that are African. You see, there's Yamaha, there's Fender, there's all these brands that are international. But why can't we have one of our own?
I did not.
Why?
So you mean all the guitars that we see
They're all
on the
made
continent,
outside.
not in South Africa.
Nothing. Okay,
No.
not that I know of. Not something that is on the same. Think of it as cars. I like to compare guitars with cars when I'm explaining to some. Just simplifying my explanation. So think of it like, do we have an African brand of cars that would compete in the same stage
Toyota,
as Mercedes, for instance? So that's how I think of this.
So what's this brand called?
Jawaya.
Jawaya, what does
So
that mean?
Jawaya is guitarist in my native language, which is Luo.
Okay.
So Jawaya is guitarist. And this has been a dream, honestly, since I was a kid. So those things that were imprinted in me. I used to make makeshift guitars with tins and wires and stuff like that. I didn't know this is what was the future. So this is also in partnership with a Canadian brand that provides parts. Again, think of it as a car. So imagine a brand that provides the best engine parts of all the biggest brands.
Yes.
So that's exactly who I'm partnering with. So the company provides anything that's not the wood is provided by this company called Graphtech.
Okay.
That also works with all the biggest brands in the world. And this is a first of its kind, first African premium. It is very premium brand, African designed. The wood is African. So this is something that for me is as I said, a huge.
What kind of wood is it?
So this, I have two. I didn't come with the other one. So I have two series, just recently launched, only a month old.
Okay.
So mahogany wood,
Okay.
yeah, for mahogany wood. So mahogany, and then on top is spruce. Yeah. So this is just to also, again, it's a huge responsibility. Number one. Number two is to inspire, people in the industry, and especially young people coming into it, that there's no limits. You don't get to a place and say, or you see something and you're like, how the heck? Or I don't know, because how can I, or I don't see myself, or you don't even think that you can be something as big as that.
Yeah.
You don't even fathom. It's not even anywhere in your.
No, it's a real thing.
Yeah, it's not even there. So I just wanna.
We could do this.
We can do this. Why not? We're all human beings, aren't we? No one is special than the other. Anything that you put your mind to, you can achieve. So this is something that has been in the works.
It's a beautiful guitar.
Yeah, and this came because of also the hiatus. It's like, okay, finally I can be able to dream. Yes, please.
Is it I've never actually held a guitar in my hand, so.
Oh, is it?
No. I was just like.
Great. And guitars are the most instruments that are bought the most in the world. I have all the statistics.
Yeah.
And also during COVID, it really picked up all over the world.
Yeah, so everyone was trying to.
Everyone. It's the first instrument that usually people want to buy to start.
It's actually very cool.
Playing something. Yeah.
Do you think you can play anything on this very first African? Give us an African sound made by an African guitar.
I can play something. Let me get something called a plectrum. I usually have some under my phone.
You're always ready to play.
Always. Actually, I have these things are very notorious. They
a
disappear. They disappear a lot. I have these pieces in all my bags, so that if I forget something in the car, everywhere. Yeah. So this is Jawaya. So it's very.
Is there anything that you want to play us in particular? Any?
I mean, yeah.
Chord, any song,
any songs that I'm sure everybody knows, especially my Rwandese brothers and sisters.
Yes. Oh, I was about to start singing. So Suzanna.
Go.
No.
Suzanna, I hope you're happy now. I see you flexing on the ground with your sponsor, Suzanna. I hope you're happy now. I see you change your skin color and your hair is longer now. Nakuona pari hapo kando ya Champs-Elysees, ukitesa na kamini, none of my business. And I see you in London, silicone on your bum, shaking what your doctor gave ya. On your worst behavior, Suzanna Bane. Hello, hello, hello. If you get to hear this song, somebody loves you. Senje, hello, hello, hello. Change your mind and come back home.
Somebody loves you. Fantastic.
Yeah, so
That's exclusive to the long form,
yep.
brought to you by the
Jawaya.
very first African,
Yes.
made in Africa.
Yes, premium also. 'Cause
Proudly
as I said,
African.
You want to compete with the best in the world.
And why not?
Why not?
Kenyans are notorious
Yeah.
for competing with the best in the world and winning.
Yes, yes. We give them the run for their money. Literally.
I'd like to ask, your partner,
Yes.
wife, is a Burundian.
Yeah.
Your son is half Burundian, half
Kenyan.
Luo.
Yeah.
You are a truly East African family.
Yeah.
And I'd like to kind of talk about East Africans.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that when we think about a people,
Yeah.
they have a culture. There's a culture that kind of binds them.
Yes.
As East Africans, is there a particular culture that binds us? And if so, what is it?
That's a good question. Language, for sure, because language really defines culture, I feel. Swahili. It really, it's spoken differently across
At different levels.
at different levels as well. That's one thing. Number two, always Africans, we are one people. Not even East Africa. All of Africa, we are one. The borders were put by the colonialists. I'm sorry. Africa is one. We have been one. We are one. It's the migration of, let's say, my tribe, Luo, migrated from the top of River Nile all the way down, and that whole stretch of River Nile is all Luo affiliated. It just changes now because you settle somewhere and then it just switches.
Now
and
you're in
becomes
Sudan.
something. Yeah, the Luos in Ethiopia, Uganda, of course, Tanzania, Kenya. So language really binds us, and we are one people anyway. Food is a big part of our culture. African food, I think, is quite similar everywhere. You have ugali in Kenya. It's the same as fufu in Nigeria. It's the same as pap in South Africa. And those are just east, west, south. It's all the same. And even our mannerisms, like we're really bound by just how we how do I put it? How we go about life. How just our being as Africans, it's the same. When you go, if I drop you somewhere right now, I blindfold you and I take you to a village in Botswana, just drop you there, you'd think you're somewhere in Kigali still, or somewhere in Rwanda. It's the same. So we are all the same. So everything, I feel.
But I'm talking about
reminds us.
East Africans.
Yeah, East Africa.
Because we have this dream, you're right, of one day having a
Uniting.
united, federation. There's the East African community.
Yeah.
There are lots of things that we're trying to do at a political level.
Yeah.
But I always feel that,
Beyond that.
as a culture, is there something that binds us?
All those things that I said, to be honest with you, still applies within East Africa. Music is a big factor as well, honestly.
I'd like to ask,
Music is a big factor.
Yeah, about music.
Yeah.
If someone wants to ask you, what's the East African sound?
The East African sound, I don't know if we really have to put it in a box and say this is the East African sound, but we are very melodious. We are storytellers. So I wouldn't put it as sound. I'd put it as how do I say it? It's not necessarily sound that you'd hear this and say this is East African, but how we do it, like how we write, how we want to tell stories. We are storytellers, like really, really good storytellers. You know, in a song, someone would sing a whole storyline and just put the whole, and especially now I realize it with when you go into now the, leave alone even the urban music, when you go now deep into the vernacular music, it's all storytelling. All storytelling. That's something that we are really, really good at when it comes to how our music would sound similar. You know, I go to for example, Tanzania, and you know, you can, at least I can hear what they're singing about in their different kind of Swahili still, but you can tell that they really want to tell stories of what is going on in their lives, in the environment and all of that. So the storytelling is something that's really key, and we're also very melodious. There's a way that we do our melodies as East Africans that is just unique to us, that is not the same as South Africans or Nigerians. It's the same.
How about tempo?
Yeah, tempo, I'd say we're very mid-tempo, you know, because it's storytelling, so you don't want to rush things. It's like, I want you to really listen from beginning to end, what I really want to say in terms of music. Another thing also is harmonies. Yeah, East Africans are really good at harmonies. That's why choirs are big here. I mean, choirs are big all over Africa, but East Africans, man, choirs are huge. Kenya, at least, I know choirs are big, have always been and still are a big deal. A good example is a song like Kuliko Jana, our song that cut across East Africa, because everyone could relate to that kind of sound. You know, it's a choir kind of sound that we've all grown up listening to. You know, that we love harmonizing, we love grown up going, whether it's going to church or even in the estate, you know, you really, people are jamming, it's just about harmonies, you know. You just want to jump in and harmonize. So harmonies are really key, a key factor in our sound, our unifying sound.
You know, I've been a fan of Kenyan music from maybe 99. That's the first time I ever heard Ogopa DJ. Right? Like, as you know, it's
golden
like,
era.
I'm just like listening to this. I'm like, I couldn't understand the words.
Yeah.
Right? My Swahili even then was worse. And my Sheng,
non-existent.
please, not at all. But there was something magical about it.
Yeah.
I'd like to know, what is the secret sauce? What's that thing
that Kenyans have
that makes Kenyan music so special?
I think it's embedded in how we evolve our urban culture, I'd say. So we take in a lot from all over. We're very quick to just pick things up.
And Nairobi is very cosmopolitan.
Extremely cosmopolitan.
Everyone's here.
And now it's sure. Now it's like on another level.
Yeah.
The level of is, I don't know what word the cosmopolitan is.
Ish.
It is like skyrocketed like crazy right now. Yeah. So we absorb a lot. We get exposed to a lot. You know, and that's one thing. Number two, Kenyans are serious like go-getters, and they want to try things. You know, you're just like, yeah, I want to try something new. How would this sound? Like, we're risk takers. You know, that's a really good quality that I feel we have. And yeah, where there's risk, there's always opportunity.
And I think you guys are very diverse, even without the foreign influence.
Yes. Even just amongst ourselves. Yeah, we are. And our tribes have really, especially in Nairobi, all tribes come together in Nairobi, all of them. So even Nairobi, you don't care whether someone is what tribe. You just blend in, start jamming. Like, I remember when we met as the band, you know, you don't ask, the first thing is you don't ask where you from or, you know, what's your tribe. You just jam. Then later on you're like, oh, okay. So they bring this influence, you bring your influence, and then blend, something new comes. So the diversity even in our cultures and our tribes is very massive. And having a blend of that really brings a lot of magic. Yeah. I'd say that's what makes us who we are.
Yeah.
Not special, because everyone is special. It just makes us who we are.
The other day, I was driving back from an interview I was doing in the evening in an Uber. Just young man, maybe 28, was driving the Uber, and he's listening to.
You said yesterday.
Yeah,
Mm,
just
okay,
yesterday.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So I'm driving back from an interview, and his Uber is on, like his radio's on, and he's listening to obviously the hits
Yeah.
of the day.
Yeah.
And then there's a song that I start hearing, and I'm like, wait, I know this song.
Mm-hmm.
It's a song Fou de Toi.
Fou de Toi.
Fou de Toi
okay.
by Element LA,
Mm-hmm.
Ross Kana, and Bruce Melody.
Yes.
I was like, this guy was really jamming to this.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow,
It's
Rwandan music is here.
Yes.
Do you actually kind of, when people are the big brother, you are, quote unquote, the music metropole of East Africa, right? So everyone kind of looks at you as Nairobi, as the music capital.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever kind of like look into the periphery and start saying, okay, this is what's happening?
Oh yeah.
Right. So let me ask you, do you keep yourself abreast of like
what's
music in
happening
Rwanda?
Yeah, I do. I mean, we have a lot of friends there, or I would say we as Sauti Sol, but also, and we even as musicians from Kenya, not just me or Sauti Sol. Because the thing is, moving forward and advancing forward with the industry, collaboration is the most important. And music really is the melting pot of culture. It's like everything just comes together in music. If I have a collaboration with the Bruce Melody, there's a way that those two cultures blend and everyone is happy. Everyone is like, I can see myself, I can hear myself in that song across, the region. So we do look out for sure, and they also look into here as well. And the collaborations, even for us, I always tell when I'm talking to any young musicians that a big part of our jump in our career was because we collaborated with people that were not from here. We did a whole album that's only collaborations with other African artists, and that is literally that is what took us up like this, all the melanins and African Star and all of that. And we really tried to collaborate with everyone across as much as we could, of course. You can't do everyone.
Obviously.
Yeah, it's not possible. Yeah. So the collaboration for me is very key. And I think it should happen so much more. People should really know that is what really takes you to the next level. You can't walk alone. You can't be an island. No man is an island. You can't succeed in this industry by yourself. And bringing all these cultures together, I think, is also very exciting. To get to do music with someone from Burundi. And you're like, wow, you think so differently. And even them, they're looking at you, because for you, it's normal. Like, this is how I do music. So you think everyone does music like that. Then you collaborate, you're like, oh, this is such a different path that actually makes a lot of sense. Or really blends so well. There's nowhere on earth I would have thought like how, Bruce Melody would write or make melodies with his sound. There's no way he would think how I would make my sound. So it's so beautiful, to be honest.
Among the artists, the Rwandan artists, who do you think has the greatest chance to go big globally?
There's so many. Kivumbi, definitely. Bruce is amazing. This lady rapper Mutoni, Angie. Angel, really great.
Really?
Yeah. Love her stuff. Love her stuff. I'm actually working. I'm working with the Rwandese. She's what? She's a third Rwandese, third Senegalese, and third Danish.
Oh, I know her. What's her name? Acacia, yes.
Yes. So I actually recorded her in Denmark last year. And we did maybe 3 or 4 songs. And she's fantastic as well. She brings that new
She gives me she reminds me of Tyler.
Yeah. And she's very young as well. You know,
That energy.
So there's so many, to be honest. And the thing is, now the world is a dot, as we know. You know, with social media and everything and streaming, you can blow up anytime. And as long as you make the right moves and you know and put yourself out there and do collaborations, as I said. Anything is possible. It doesn't really matter where you coming from.
Talking about going global, do you not ever wonder? Isn't there a risk that, say, African artists in the dream of going global, lose what made them special? You get what I'm saying? Like sometimes you try to turn your art into what is palatable to the white audience, for example.
Yes.
Isn't there that risk?
That risk is always there, and it's not going to be there. It is always there. And the thing is, sometimes you almost don't know, because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, to be honest. But of course, you should never lose your identity. I think you should elevate it, not losing it, not putting it on the side and say, okay, now I'm gonna do just very American pop and leave my way of singing, because that's what made you big in the first place. So you can't get away from that as something that really made you big. Try and elevate it with sonics. You can use, when I say sonics, I mean like how the elements that are surrounding the music, so everything that is around you as an artist and how you sing, everything around it can be different. You know, there's a way you can have a country palette sonic and still sing in Kirundi or Kinyarwanda or Kiswahili and make it so special, and that fusion is what makes it wow. You're like, okay, this is interesting, you know. But of course, you need people who understand how to bring that out. Not everyone can do that when it comes to production, for instance. So you have to be really very picky and conscious in how you make your moves, so that you don't lose yourself and your image also, because your image and your brand is everything as well.
Yeah, because it's very hard. Sometimes it's very hard not to lose yourself.
Yeah,
because people will tell you, you know, this will work well for Europe.
Yes,
this will work well for the UK. This will, and if you're a young artist.
So I think something also encouraging is right now, where we are right now in the world, is all eyes are on Africa. So if you want to switch to the other side, it is your loss, because everyone is now coming here. You know, everyone is like, oh, okay, can I have a taste of what you guys are doing? You know, can we work together? They're all coming here. So we are the it. We have always been. The rest of the world is really just catching up. So now we need to now stick to doing what we do, because it is what the world wants.
Well, this is my last question.
Yeah.
Now that Sauti Sol, you know, Africa's biggest band, has pressed pause.
Pressed pause is a good one.
Pressed pause, right?
Yeah.
Who's next? Who are you seeing? Because I'm waiting for someone to take that space that you've kind of relinquished temporarily.
Yeah.
Who's next? Who's the next big African band that takes the world by storm?
Does it have to be a band? Because
I want the band.
There isn't so many bands.
Because that's
so many bands. Yeah.
That's the thing, right? So because we already have artists,
individuals,
right? But I do think that there's something beautiful and magical about that collaboration. That only a band can give.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There's a power within a band, and well, I don't know how to answer your question. The evolution of music right now in the industry is very unique. Where there's a time bands were the it, and even when us guys were still doing it, we kind of formed like I'd say like a system in a way, or a structure, where we had so many bands who would literally curate the same. Like there was a Polycarp, there was a Bien, there was a Suzanna, there was a Chimano.
It was the Jackson 5.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, so that's I'm really really honored that that's the kind of influence that we had. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't wanna put it in a box and say it has. There would be a band that would definitely there will be 100%. But it's like, where is the world right now? Do they still want bands or not? Unless you're really really special in your unity and your talent. That is something that guys are like, wow, this is amazing. And America is a good example where the bands died off, and now they're new age bands. I'm saying there's a new R&B band. I've forgotten the name. It's pretty new. It's like 5 young kids, very young, boys to men kind of style. And they're really starting to blow up. It's really coming up. So it has to be very special in how it's curated. When you're talking about band, if it has to be a band, but I feel it doesn't have to be a band.
No, but I want to know, like, is there someone that you guys, you in particular, kind of look at and you're like, okay,
I mean, there are not so
these
many
are
bands
interesting,
even.
yeah.
They're not. I honestly, there are
That's
no.
sad.
There are no bands. There are not so many bands that are out there. It's not. I don't think it's sad, to be honest. I really
I
don't
think it is.
It's just where we are in the industry at the moment. There's a lot of solo artists or duos, or So as a band of 4 or 5 or 6, it's something that was for the 2000s.
But
Yeah, but
I kind of feel like it's. Is it? Are you talking about black music? Because I
Okay.
still feel that in white music,
yeah,
in their rock and
rock bands are
they've
still there.
stayed.
But you see, also the ecosystem out there benefits them to also keep moving. Because even when you talk about rock bands, even the ones that are still big are still the old ones, because the ecosystem allows them to still be able to go on tour and perform, every year, and sometimes they don't even put out music, but they're still huge.
Yeah.
So I mean, we do also nurture or mentor, I'd say, a lot of musicians, and some of them end up being groups.
Okay.
And they're still very young, and we're still mentoring them. So we'll see where that goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the potential is huge, to be honest, and the future does look bright.
It's kind of sad though that I really thought that I would leave this interview with an obscure name of some young band, probably in Eldoret or in Nairobi, and go to Spotify and really enjoy.
Oh no,
the
I mean, they're there. I can give you names. There's a girl group. It's a duo. We Are Nubia. We Are Nubia. Yeah, they're really coming up, doing really great. Hat the band have been there for a long time. They're really amazing as well, and they are definitely heading there. Which other bands? One that I thought of already split. Yeah, but I think bands is not. There are many bands, and then I don't know. A lot of them now either broke up, or maybe just people in their solo careers, or they stopped doing music altogether. As I say, I mean, everything is unique to a certain point in time, and also to just how it came together, how it came to be, And some things are just destiny. Also, you can't fight it and you can't force it. So I do think there will be for sure.
I mean,
great
if there
bands
isn't, I guess it's on you and your friends to press unpause and give us a few more bangers. You've said.
Oh no,
said,
that is gonna happen.
You've told us that you have some music that you've already recorded.
Drives of music.
Yeah,
a lot of drives that we have. So we still have work to do. We are still doing work, but musically we still have work to do, and we know that very well. So once we get back together, then I guess we will go back to those glory days of bands. And in Rwanda, are there any bands actually?
No, to be honest, no. No. We have, again, like you said, like choruses. Choirs are big. Chorus, as we call them, choral.
Choral,
but we are the ability to right? So there's this school that we have. It's in Nyundo.
I know
You've
about
heard
it.
of it.
I know about it.
It's it has produced great artists, right?
Yeah.
Ariel Ways.
Yes.
Yes.
I
So-
love Aerial Ways.
Yeah.
I saw her
Um,
perform once and I was like, wow.
No, she's really good energy, right?
Great.
So so that school is producing a lot of young people who are very, very
Yeah,
talented.
okay.
Who can play instruments, but they haven't really created a band per se.
You know, bands are very, like, really good bands. If you look at all the legendary bands,
Mm.
Beatles, Boys to Men, you know, Rolling Stones, there's just something that brings them together that even they don't understand.
Mm.
So putting a band together usually doesn't work. Like, say, okay, I get you, and you come together. But 50% of the time, it really doesn't.
It's just the
work.
chemistry. It's
It happens so naturally that you don't even know. So I feel that it will happen when it's meant to happen.
Yeah.
And it will be so magical. We'll all just be in awe of what will happen. So
yeah.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Polycarp, for your time.
Thank you, Sunny.
When should we expect you in Kigali?
I was
'Cause-
gonna come for Bal a few weeks ago.
You missed that.
I missed it. Yeah, but I was there last year for Bal.
Yes.
But yeah, Kigali is like my second home, to be honest. I have so many friends there. So I want to come with Jawaya actually to launch there and do an acoustic show.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
So
Do you know
I'm
when?
Still planning. No, I don't know when, to be honest. But it looks like maybe October there, as we plan towards that with my team. So
Yeah.
that's the plan, to be there and just launch this and just do like a nice, small acoustic with media and a few, fans and stuff like that, and just
You have my number. I hope I get an invite.
yeah, for sure. It'll be at the front.
I'll be right there.
Right there at the front. Yeah, man.
Polycarp, thank you so much for joining me on the long form.
Thank you so
It's been
much.
an absolute pleasure,
Thank you as well.
an honor to just learn from you and just hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
And talk as two boy dads.
Yeah, and thank you. You're doing the Lord's work with this podcast. I saw quite a number of them before I came here.
Yeah.
So it's really, really amazing.
Yeah, I'm trying. We're trying to, like you said, like it's all about collaboration, right? We cannot just sit in our comfort zones.
Yes.
So it was well thought out. It was with my team.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, where do we need to go?
Yeah.
Who are the people we need to talk to?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you cannot start outside Kenya. That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blessing, man. Thank you so much for being here, and hope you enjoy the rest of your stay.
I 100% will. Hopefully, we'll be able to
link
have to link up
Yeah, for
and
sure.
have a drink or two.
For sure.
All right. Thank
All
you
right,
so
man.
much, brother.
Bless you, man.
And that's a wrap for this week's episode. Thank you so much for sticking with us until the very end. I'd actually love to hear your thoughts on today's conversation. So drop a comment below and join the discussion. You can also join us on the social media of your choice. And if you've enjoyed this episode, be sure to share it with a friend and invite them to the conversation. I'll see you next time. Until then, take care.